today you won't see a wood project from me, but before I start I have to say a big thank you to all my viewers and all my friends out there who are thinking of me in times when it's not that good for me. Well, especially I have to thank Christopher Fisher for his very touching words in his last video, as well, I don't mind to be mentioned as a person who got depression, because that's a fact and I can't hide this. Well, sometimes it's hard for me to, accept new situations, like people coming up to me and saying, well, you're a great guy, or I love your videos, I love your projects. Well, this is something on the learning curve I have to go through. So thank you, Chris, for your very emotional words on your last video. And well, this reminds me to give a shout out to my friend Larry from the Tiny Trailer Workshop. Well, there are a lot of people suffering from diseases, and I hope you'll be alright pretty soon. And I'd love to see new videos from you. And we definitely miss you on the Christmas Ornament Challenge, as you entered, I think, 5 projects last year. And we definitely miss you on this year's challenge. Okay, the next one I really want to give a shout out and a big thank you is actually a viewer of mine. He hasn't got any projects on, but he is a follower of mine, and he follows a lot of woodworking channels and leaves comments and all of that. And this is a shout out and a big thank you to Vic from the UK. And he actually sent me a pair of calipers, digital calipers, as he saw my video about the earrings, I think, as he saw my, rusted calipers. And he just wrote it had seen better times, and he thought this might be useful for me. And so thank you, Vic, and I really appreciate this present, because, well, actually the calipers I've been using are calipers with metric and imperial on the scale. So I would have been able to work with them. They are from I think an uncle from my ex-wife, and well, she gave it to me as her uncle passed away. But nevertheless, it had been very useful in my shop, and now that I got the digital ones, they are. Well, you can switch between inches and imperial and metric, and this is a great help for me, especially for me as I'm working on metrics, and I might give some dimensions in imperial as well. So thank you very much, Vic, for this real nice present, and I accept it the way you presented it to me, as a gift which represents your friendship and respect for my skill. Okay, with that said, what am I doing at the moment? Well, I'm working on three projects at the same time now, and the first one, as you are following me on Facebook, is the small table for rolling out This is a very, very thin kind of bread to, well, make these kind of bread the traditional way. Okay, this one is at the stage of finishing, and I can't show you any pictures, but this is a project which will come up as a video in the future. Another project I'm working on is well, I'm actually making a doorstep or a door sill. It says door sill for a friend of mine. Well, actually, I made it for Hassan, who gave me the washing machine. And well, it's basically it's a board without any funny skills to work on that. The only problem is how to fix it to the existing door sill without having screws or something like that to be seen, as the existing door sill is an oak beam, and well, I'm thinking of, well, mounting some kind of holding plate to it, and well, just glue my door sill to this holding plate in order to get it all leveled. Well, the beam is pretty old, the oak is pretty old, and it's well, I don't know, it has to be something which actually makes the part between the tiles inside his living room and the floor in the hallway. At the moment, it looks pretty nasty with this open old oak beam, but I'll manage that. And this one is also in the stage of finishing, and I don't know whether I show you this as a separate project, because, well, it's pretty easy. Just cut the board to size and give it a coat of lacquer, which is suitable for floorings, and that's it. Okay, but nevertheless, and the third one, well, I forgot about the third one. The third one I'm working on are the gaming pieces for my game board. And actually, when you look at these small pieces here, I don't know whether you can see them. They are pretty small, but they are very time consuming. I just managed to make one at a day, well, in order, because I can't stand that long and stand in the shop. This takes me about 1.5 hours from rough blank to the finished piece, and I need 16 of them, and I'll do one once in a while. Although I've got the footage for these, I don't want to put this up as a single project just to show you a project. And okay, so what I'm actually working on at the moment is, as you might know, I'm pretty involved in well, the woodworking community, especially with American woodworkers. I'll try to participate in every one of their shows. They put up every Thursday for the American viewers, Thursday evening, from, what does it say, at 6 Central Time. They put up this show, and well, this is a great way to communicate with the woodworking community and all the people around there. They got pretty interesting topics to listen to and to talk about. Well, they are running this on Google Hangouts, so there is a limit of 10 people actually participating in this show. And well, last week I had got a couple of problems that said, the present from Vic actually reminds me of redoing my homepage, and I'm working on my homepage at the moment and trying to set it up and try to get it online the way I wanted to, and I wanted to add extra to it some Google ads in order to, well, to earn some money from this one to actually get it into my woodworking as as my videos over here. Well, they don't give that much money for my woodworking, but nevertheless a little is more than nothing. And as well, as I said, as Vic sent me this nice present, it reminded me of Pete from Australia, who actually donated to me 30 euros a couple of months ago for my first woodworking project, which I'm actually overdoing at the moment as well. But this is one thing I just put aside and left it there to work on whenever I got a couple of minutes time. And for that I also put up a donation button on my homepage, and at the moment there is only the German version of it online, as I wanted to build up the German page first in order to translate it, to give it over to make the English section as a separate part from it, and well, with the same content. And it's quite tricky because I haven't been working with HTML for the last 10 years, I think, and from my background as a designer for media, I've been mainly working with print media for the last 10 years, but during my education I also ran through this web page design and all of that. But in a way, in my head, it's all this, you know, getting the information placed on the right spot on the page and all of this. And this is kind of a little tricky to do this in HTML, but I think I manage. Well, I hope this wraps it up, what I've been doing this week, and I hope you'll have a project next week. Well, for sure you might have a project, as the table is in its finishing project, stage of the build, and you'll get something like this. And please check on my homepage and give me some suggestions of what I might put up additionally to the information which is on there. One thing, although I stated one of these pages as download pages, there are no downloads on at the moment, but I still got the chance to put up some, well, drawings or some extra information for downloads, which I might provide as PDF files on there. And I hope you check out my webpage, as it is more and more evolving. And when there is something up on this page, I'll definitely let you know in my videos. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and up to next week.